Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out. We obviously can't go back the way we came.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there? Oh, it's so high up. Did we really fall that far down?
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. We fell all this way, yet came out completely unscathed. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand underneath the light and offer a prayer.
That's it? Right. We still got a job to do.
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina.
Exactly. This light is streaming in.
The terrain looks difficult to navigate. And
Yeah, these floating black things...
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right? Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malko. I was completely lost to this realm until I sensed a mysterious power. It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be. Of course, it could only do so much. I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker Stone hadn't become corrupted by the Abyss, we could have done much more. But we had to destroy it. Otherwise, Vichama and his tribe would have been in danger.
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. I never imagined that, even after all these years, he'd still take... Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected. Turns out even our regrets were
whether in triumph or death, you want your best.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards. You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form. Be careful. This place has been severely corroded by the Abyss.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Quick, get back here! You can... Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being. We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route. This way. Not good. More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
Teamwork is true!
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine!
Oh, Paimon can't see anything!
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Did you hear that? What? Never mind. It was probably just my imagination.
Don't scare Paimon like that.
I heard it too. It was a voice.
What did it say?
It doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't.
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
We're here, Kachina! Oh, honey? Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters. Good idea. Let's go! Let's go, Swirly! Strike a pose! I'm going in! A festive freeze! Clear the area! You're here! You're finally here! Thank you so much! That monster can appear from anywhere! The Y-Up's power helped keep me hidden, so I had a girl. You did so well.
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I have a request. I can't exactly put it into words, but... that was the Pyro Archon's theory as well. Everything we've seen here...
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wyab of each. You can think of them like the body of each Wyab. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Wyab can extend their consciousness. There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wyab can extend their consciousness over the entire realm and track down souls no matter where they roam. But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night Kingdom.
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy. Even if we could drive back the abyssal power from one of them, that probably wouldn't even put a dent in the problem. Still, we can't just leave the Y-Up to suffer. It's protected me this whole time.
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been hunting Kachina. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
Kachina? What's wrong? Nothing. Just a headache. And that voice again.
Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for too long.
No, I'm fine. Just up ahead. I'll lead the way. Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you, but that's because we want to help the Y-Up, not because we have something to prove. You don't have anything to prove either. It's okay if you reach your limit. We'll be there for you. All right. The sooner we get this done, the better.
We've already come all this way, so we might as well...
Let's go. This way.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself?
It's all right. I may not be as strong as that monster. I don't have much time left. So go. Achieve your goal. And return.
Thank you for everything. You're a true hero.
No one fights alone.
Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk. I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that.
Oh? Oh. If we've got nothing else to do, why don't I tell you a story? Have you ever kept goldfish as pets? They're very cute. If we've got nothing else to do, why don't I tell you a story? Oh? Oh. Fireworks are for now, but friends are forever. Yoo-hoo! Ah.
Wyabb? Wyabb! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. Wyabb? Can you hear me? Wyabb? So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. It's preventing the Wyabb from answering our calls. Alright, get ready everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
Careful. We've got company.
Already?
You really think that puny soul could slow me down? Courage in the face of futility is pure folly. He tried to get in my way, so I disposed of him.
You killed Malco?
He would have dispersed with or without me. Rather than worrying about him, I would urge you to focus on yourself. You may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now, and it will be to your peril. No, I thought this naive little that is the ancient names. The Pyro. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina...
Kachina. Give me your hand. Feel that? I'm right here next to you. Thanks, Moalani. You're right, because I'm not alone anymore. You're right. Maybe comforting ideals don't have any power. But you also couldn't be more wrong. You've never had to work for your own strength, so you will never understand the true source of our power.
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down? It comes from our friendship. The power lies not in the ideal itself, but in our commitment to upholding that ideal. And in our decision to stand together and...
Well said!
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this. Sorry in advance, but you... There aren't many in Natlan who can beat us when we're together. It's time he got a taste of that kind of power.
From the ashes to the flames of redemption!
Oh!
Hooray!
Get... Let's shred, Sharky!
Hear the inferno!
Let her rip!
Hear the inferno!
Oh, watch the surfboard! Right here!
Revelation from on high! A glimpse of the beauty!
Woohoo! Off we go! Catching at the flame! Let's ride! Right here! Drilling down!
What a small price! Let the flames of redemption burn!
Surf's up!
The fate of this world is all.
We won! We actually won!
That's what he gets for underestimating you two.
Fantastic work, Kachina! Absolutely fantastic! This makes me so... unbelievable. I'm happy too, Moalani. Together we really are unstoppable! Huh? My ancient name is... glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me!
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
Wait, does that mean you're...
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend, especially in a place. Still, seeing you pull it off. Well, everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individuals, we stand no chance against the power of the Abyss. It took years' worth of scars and lots of unnecessary... The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Only then will we have the power to defeat the... Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought against the Abyss during the invasion.
I've heard that name before. You were the giant who...
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that means you have fully embodied the aspirations of the Wyub. Under the name Umoja, you shall unite the tribes and save Natlan from its impending doom.
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your veins, its blaze will become one with our vision for Natlan. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
What's wrong, Moalani? So many memories. My brain was just flooded. So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. Efforts to...
We can go over the details once we get back.
We shouldn't linger here longer than we have to. I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also part of the plan. This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Let's focus on saving the Wyatt first. Okay, that should be enough. Wyatt, what?
I hear your voice, Kachina.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but I'll keep searching within myself for the answer. I'll never stop trying to improve my strength.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina. No matter what happens.
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents chose to name you. Focus on who you want to be. The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step toward. Go now, my children. Save Natlan.
I know we've never met before, Wyatt, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kachina.
Whoa! What's going on? An earthquake?
We're out of time. It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need to run!
It's a Seelie! The Seelie opened the way for us!
Or we'll be stuck here! Watch out for the falling rocks! Quick, through the middle! Come on, faster!
We'll never make it!
You've done well. Now come home.
We're back! The Pyro Archon saved us.
But she's not here. she used it all up?
She's still in the speaker's chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness.
So you're saying her conscious...
Every great display of power comes at a price. You must feel terrible, Kachina. Just hold on. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archons.
I recommend getting a full checkup, just to make sure no damage gets left behind.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss.
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the...
Right. The YUP mentioned something about the Pyro Archon's plan.
I'll let her explain everything. We're all a part of the plan. Every move we make from here on out will decide Natlan's ultimate...
Huh. There's a lot less stuff here than before.
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions.
Thank goodness you made it back. I came here as soon as the Pyro Archon told me. Take a seat, everybody. I'll examine you one by one. All right, that should do it for now. But just to be safe, I have to say, though, I've never seen anyone react to the Abyss like...
She's always been special like that. She can even purify its power.
Given the current situation, that ability will likely play a great role.
Of course. I still have patience to seize.
Thank you, Koichi.
All right, all right. We might not just give it time. I'm sure we'll figure things out between...
Yeah.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible
Huh?
No.
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the handful of our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable conclusion of
Mulan told us a little bit about that.
500 years ago. All the nations of Teyvat were invaded by the Abyss. Unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep. The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. In the end, even then, it took centuries of solving the disaster. And still, this is but a superficial victory. The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is immediately after the war. Our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum, but at that time, we were a nation of the destitute. Our civilization was dying, our faith crumbling, and if we didn't bring the nation back together, So, the Archon had a long and involved discussion with the heroes of each tribe.
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series. Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, I guess I've been chosen to play him, but there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back...
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human. It's impossible for a human to live that long.
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time. Or rather, the natural limitation. A god can extend a human's life by using a certain... But, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. 500 years ago, only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up.
So, in other words, this is your second life?
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago because the tribes... If the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance, The Pyro Archons that came after the goal was to reunite the people and restore the strength. Once a tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wyab would select, the Chosen would then stand by my side in defense of our nation.
So that means I'm one of the Chosen?
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one held by the hero from your tribe 500 years ago. It means unity. After your adventure in the Night Kingdom, I trust you've come to fully understand the meaning of that name.
So in other words, you always knew who the Wyab were going to pick from each tribe?
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have been fully restored by the time I awoke. But something went wrong along the way. The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500 years ago, but the intel regarding the plan wasn't passed on to them. Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night Kingdom. Communication between the Sacred Flame and the Wyab has been blocked.
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection failed to bring Kachina back.
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss is using against us. The Abyss may not possess intelligence, but its if we want to unblock that information from being passed on, my presence alone is— So, I've tried my best to help them from the sidelines. Currently, Shilonin of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wyab, Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your—
But we have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered. That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of the situation.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this? Wouldn't that make everything go a lot faster?
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too early could mean failing to realize your full potential. Just like your determination to save Kachina, I hope your commitment to this endeavor comes from your own strength of will, rather than a sense of obligation.
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final 2 heroes are then?
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only hinder— I can only trust in the judgment of the Wyab. I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was precisely because I chose— Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any singular— You're quite perceptive, aren't you?
Huh? Oh, right! All the stuff you stored here before, where did it all go?
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure— After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk. And in addition to their sentimental value, the items I stored here held a much more
Fuel? So back then, that's why you—
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly important. Over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of contending fire from being carried in battle. On their own, each item's power is limited. By burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fire stored within— It was a rather crude approach, so all their power was depleted in an instant, as you can see.
But aren't they all precious treasures? What about their stories?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what, I never wanted the Pyro Archon to have to use that power. Oh, I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve my thanks, actually. If you hadn't saved the totem pole, that area of the Night Kingdom would have been forever lost to the Abyss. And then, it would only be a matter of time before the Children of Echoes was met with disaster. Besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or the Pyro Archon of their time, it was out of a desire to contribute to Natlan's survival. If they knew those items helped save the present-day heroes of Natlan, they would not mourn their loss.
Even when you put it that way, I still feel bad.
There's no need. Remember what I told you about time? The people and the events of the past are never truly lost to us. We simply carry them with us in a different form. In that sense, we didn't lose anything at all. If you still have regrets, Let them fuel your resolve in the battles to come. Your deeds will become new legends and nurture new forms of power just like the items once stored here.
Well, we'd still like to return the favor.
Well, if that's the case, now that Kachina has returned, we can finally hold the victory feast and celebrate, and we could all use the rest, that's for sure.
Still, now
Try not to let it get to you. It's important to stay calm. Worrying about it will only affect your judgment. All right, you should head out.
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all over Natlan. They attract people from all walks of life. Friends come easy here, no matter. The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. They are there to bring all hot spring buddies. It's been really nice, seeing the children of my tribe get older. It's helped me gradually understand the true value of the springs. I've witnessed their energy, their determination, their absolute passion for life. Even when they cause trouble, I never managed to hold on to my... I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows up. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children, just like those warriors did. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise The Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I faced in battle many times. Were that not the case, I would My rage will never know absolution, and my power will no longer aid you in victory. But you came to me because you knew you could convince. I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to otherwise rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt. For Natlan.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again? But what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die?
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes, even across time. We will all—
Yeah, Mom's right. Oh, seriously though, Dad should be here.
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all. Don't take it to heart, my dear. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something.
There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone.
The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight.
Who will be the one to...
We are the inheritors of memory, and let those who grew alongside Sun, those who forged our own destiny, and that is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
Up and away. Hey, Koichi! You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. I knew Chaska would be here, so I just came to deliver some medicine. No, it's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the others. I'm so glad she made...
Ah, well, you two had a fight, so Paimon can understand.
She didn't cause any trouble during your trip, right?
Yeah, she was super helpful. She gave us a lot of useful
That's good.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty...
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her before you left. Her impulse to fight is extremely strong. Her mental strength helps her rein it in, but she still loses control sometimes. I had no...
So what you're saying is...
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid, but it worked anyway. I'm just glad you were able to make it back safe and sound.
But do you really have to go that far?
No way. Chaska never opens up about her own pain, especially... I appreciate the understanding, and don't worry. I'll find a way to help her ease this burden. Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their arguing? In the end, it's all the Abyss's fault. Paimon's had enough of them.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Woohoo! Well done, Kachina. Thank you, everyone. I'm so...
I always knew you could do it. With so much potential at your age, you have a great...
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person.
I had no choice. My friend invited me.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead?
I wasn't, I swear. I just happened to find that bearer injured in the wild. So when he insisted on repaying the favor, what was I supposed to do? I'm just one person. I figured Kachina would have no
But the fact of the matter is that after your departure, everyone else started.
I'm really sorry, Kachina. It was wrong of us to abandon you like...
It's amazing that you still made it all the way through to the Night Warden.
So, what about...
Our team captain drank too much the night before the competition and...
Serves you all.
Alright. There's no need to be like, dear friends, firstly, I'm grateful to my friends and our great Archon for helping to bring me. This traveler and her companion Paimon are some of the strongest people I've ever met. They've agreed to let me learn from them. With their help, and let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Ayan-san. They all helped the traveler and Paimon figure out a way they too deserve to be called our heroes. So, please give another round of applause.
Well said!
I'll drink to that. How does it feel, To be honest, it's a bit overwhelming.
Well, you better get used to it. Next up, undefeated champion!
Hey, please don't make fun of me.
Ah, you're here. Have some fruit juice.
How did you know? That's...
You look like you've still got questions. Ask away. Because they had their own lives to live. The thought of telling them, abandon your families and everyone you love, and come with me to the end of... You could just as easily point out that everything in this world would come to an end eventually. But life is short. And beyond a point, it just doesn't seem real. Imagine if I said, let's leave right now, and go save the sun because it'll flame out in a few million years. It would sound... I couldn't make them shoulder that burden with me. Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. The plan could still work without them. Or, of course, without me. But since I was the one who came up with the plan, I felt duty-bound to see it through to the end.
Paimon's suddenly remembering that portrait in your room.
Yes, it was. So when you asked me who my sister grew up to be, the truth is that very little information survives. From what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude with a reasonable degree of confidence that she ended up as an architect and artist. She played an instrumental role in rebuilding the scions of the Canopy tribe. Still, it was an impressive achievement, and you feel lost keenly. It seems to stir up feel. This is a war, and there can be no war without loss. I am already far more fortunate than those who lost their lives to the Abyss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon, and the weight of their expectations is mine to bear. I must see our fate through to the very end, no matter what I may find there.
Yeah, doesn't that mean the way everything ends has already been written?
I suppose, but so what? Don't forget, time takes many forms. The past, even if the future ends in destruction, there's still no reason to end. It's precisely because we humans cannot. This is a pivotal moment. We are still two heroes well, 3 to be precise. There's one further hero who I'm hoping to get on my side. Your resistance to the corrupting power of the Abyss is truly remarkable. If you agree to join us, you will not only gain my full support in your journey, but I will also
Ancient names can be
They can. Several strict conditions must be met, but if they couldn't be forged at all, then the number... Possessing an ancient name would mean that your adventures in Natlan are recorded in full. Your stories would be... The Ode of Resurrection may have temporarily lost its power, but still... Take this as my personal guarantee. Just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will fulfill at all costs.
Yeah, we can't just ignore the situation here.
Wonderful. Then I'll reach out to Shilonen right away. We've never forged an ancient name for an Outlander before, but I trust...
My lord, we've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her power. Although your injury complicates things, this is most certainly the opportune time to seize the Gnosis.
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken advantage of an opponent in a time of weakness, and I don't intend to start now. As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
Time for afternoon tea.
Over here! Shower me with... Let's light it up! Everybody stand! The fuse is lit! Yeah. Let's light it up! Let my name echo in song! I'm going in! magic begins! Surprise! Over here! Let the world collide! Everybody stand! Here come the fireworks! Time for a light show! Surprise! Oh, detail! Did it miss? Strike a pose! Time to shine! Huh? Yeah! The fuse is lit! Teamwork is strength! Ship on up! Entering combat mode! Surprise! Zip on us!
Shrink. And bye.
Whoa, what a lineup! We'll be unstoppable.
Let's have some fun, shall we?
Surprise! Zip on
Rain of bullets!
Check this out! That's
Slide!
Everybody stand back! Go to the ship I have high hopes for this journey.
Emerge right now.
How dare you show anyone? Let's light it up! Let the world collide! I'm going in! Fire hazard! Get back to the kilt!
Emerge right here.
Yoo-hoo! Everybody stand back! Here come the fireworks! Let my name echo in song! Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
After all we've been through recently, it sure feels good to come back to visit the... It's been a while since we last got in touch with Mualani. We'll have Mualani be our guide. Oh, yeah, that's the one! Paimon remembers the chief of the people. We can invite her to be our guide and set off for the island! As well... We should always keep the...
Sorry, we don't carry any black swimming
But why? Well, yeah, sorta. The last pair of black floaters I bought ended up getting bitten by Koholosaur.
I knew it. I specifically asked an expert from the Masters of the Night.
Really?
Also, have you by any chance become a mosquito magnet? Or found yourself over here?
Yeah, that's exactly how I've been feeling.
In that case, I'd recommend either pink or blue swimming. I'll even offer you a discount if you'd like. Just see it as a way of celebrating.
You'd really do that? Then...
You got it. Well, hello there! If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon.
It's been a while, Mualani! Was all that stuff you were saying just now really true? Do pink and blue floaters really bring good luck?
Of course. I know a friend who nearly drowned once, but because she was wearing blue floaters, a group of Koholosaurs came—
Whoa, for real?
But let's get back to why you're here. Are you looking— Come on, don't be strangers now. I can give you whatever you need.
No, we actually came here to ask you to be our guide.
Well, you've come to the right person. So, where do you want to go?
We want to visit the mysterious island from the legend.
A trip to the mysterious island? Oh.
Do you have any concerns, Moon?
I assume you're already aware of how difficult the trip will be, right?
Yep, your chief has already made that pretty clear. But with our adventuring experience and with you as our guide...
Then I'll have to explain some things to you first. I learned all my skills as a guide from Uncle Nu, and he's the best guide in the whole tribe. But apparently, even he has never successfully reached the island. With a good guide to lead the way, a journey should usually be fun and pleasant. However, going to the mysterious island is different, and I don't know if I can guarantee that. But since it's you two asking, I definitely won't refuse. It's just my duty as a guide to explain these things before I officially—
Paimon thought this would be a piece of cake for you, but it seems like we're actually asking a lot. Paimon will feel really guilty to make a friend go through a bunch of trouble just for the sake of finding some treasure. Mualani?
Whoa, what's the hurry?
Come on, what are you waiting for? Kolo just got back to the tribe. I heard he found another underground ruin full of treasure.
Oh, Kolo's back. Wait for me.
Who's Kolo?
Oh, he's currently ranked as the #1 guide in the People of the Springs. Besides the tribe's first chief, he's the only other guide who's ever made it to the mysterious island.
Really?
He's always out and about, so we don't get to see him often. Sounds like this is quite an occasion. Let me put up the closed sign first. Oh.
The crystals you asked for can only be found in caverns deeper than 500 meters underground. Here, have a look for yourself. As for the people you asked me to take along, they almost all got lost in a cave. Next time, just save the trouble and let me go.
Indeed.
Well, no wonder he's the best. I wouldn't dare to go more than 200 meters down.
I wonder how much he made this time.
Whoa, it really does sound like a super amazing guide. Do you think you could get some pointers from him, Mualani? Who knows? Maybe he could save us some trouble on our trip to the mysterious island.
Ko'olo always treats his experience like trade secrets. He never tells anyone anything about being a guide.
Oh, okay.
But one day, I'll also be able to reach the island.
That's him, right? Do you really think you'll be able to get his help?
Allow me to do the talking. You must be the top guide of your tribe. I have a commission that I hope you'd be willing to consider.
That guy sure looks familiar. Oh, aren't those two the scholars from They also wanted to go to the mysterious island, right?
A commission? Since you've obviously heard about my abilities, have you also happened to hear about my rates?
Yes, I've looked into everything I need to know. As long as the trip is a success.
Oh? And where is it you want to go?
The mysterious island.
Just as Paimon thought.
But first, please don't misunderstand. I'm no tourist. I wish to visit the real place.
You hear that? He wants to go.
In that case, Ko'olo's the only one for the job. But the journey to the island requires a lot.
Since you want to visit the real mysterious island, then I'm sure you've also heard about.
Yes, I know. According to the legend, only those who are willing to entrust their lives to one another will be able to reach the I must reach that island. Even if that means putting my life in someone else's hands.
Don't waste your words on me. The way I see it, the requirement is just to.
You
say you'd put your life in somebody else's hands? Ridiculous. Even if. Let's look at it the other way around. Why would I place my life in the hands of. Many guides in the tribe have received commissions like this. Oh. How do you think I reached the mysterious island?
Well, I'm different.
That doesn't make much of a difference to me. You'll give up half. I can tell you're just looking to explore something new. If. New student, over there.
What's up with that guy's attitude? Paimon takes back everything nice she said about him.
I have things to do now. Goodbye.
Hold on, Ko'olo.
What's wrong? I'm only introducing a potential client to you because I know you're a teacher.
Never mind that for now. I don't agree with your views on the island.
I know. You're just the same as him.
Mualani?
The rare ores I brought back are proof that I've been to the island. But as for New, where's his proof?
I'm really sorry. I just wanted to take you to see what the excitement was all about.
That Ko'olo seemed to harbor some kind of grudge against you, Mualani.
I know. Quite an impressive achievement for my teacher, huh?
Oh, Paimon thought you'd be more
Of course not. Uncle New has also argued, but it's hard to prove anything to him unless you've actually been to the island. That's right. It's just that I've always seen the journey as something super important. After telling you about all the dangers with such a serious face, I didn't make you think that you're causing me trouble.
Actually, Paimon did.
No, please don't do that. Actually, that is also a part of what Uncle New taught me as a guide. If you want a chance of reaching the destination together, you must first reach a consensus on the. I always felt that my teacher is no less skilled than Ko'olo. But Uncle New has never been to the island, so Ko'olo always uses that to push us down. So, as Uncle New's student, I've always wanted to complete the trip to prove his skills. It's a pity that I've never had the chance.
But don't you have that chance now, Mualani? If you'd agree to be our guide, we're completely willing to trust you with our lives. With the help of the renowned traveler and her trusty companion, you'll definitely be able to find.
Oh, Paimon. Come on, bring it in.
Aw, you're making Paimon blush.
Alrighty then. If we're gonna go, we should start preparing right.
Oh, it's that scholar guy. Paimon almost forgot.
Scholar guy? My name is Varumdra. Please use.
I didn't expect to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, and it's that lady too. Hello.
Excuse me, Miss Guide. Since we've been referred to you.
I'm Mualani. Just call me by my name. As for whether or not you can come along, I'm sure you've already heard the requirements. We've only just met.
Oh.
I admit that after coming to Natlan, I've encountered many things out. We'll set off with you as ordinary travel. In other words, you needn't shoulder the responsibility of being our guide.
If you accompany us, then you are a member of the team. I could never agree to such a careless deal.
So you still refuse? Fine. Kariel, put the Mora for the return trip in your backpack. Without a guide, the road ahead may be dangerous, so please don't follow me.
Rondra?
Now he wants to go alone? Why is it—
Wait! Please don't do this in front of a guide. I can't let a tourist go on—
I'm so sorry for the
Don't say that. Although it'd be inappropriate to bring along two strangers I just met, how about this? Let's meet up tomorrow morning at the—
So you've decided to accept my offer?
No. My plan is to use some of our time together to turn—
That's your plan?
Wonderful. On behalf of both Verandra and I...
Pretty sure only Mualani could come up with a plan like that.
We need to get started on our preparations. Laffa, I've got some business for you.
We've been over this before. The name's Yellowfath.
I know. It's just that Laffa sounds—
Well, since you're the customer here, I guess whatever floats your boat.
I need a camping tent with all the accessories.
Another commission, huh? Just so you know, a full tent according to your standards is gonna be...
How much are we talking?
Don't worry about the costs. I'll take care of it.
Oh, but that's not right.
Ahem. Let's make this clear, Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, no! We're traveling as close—
That's what I thought. Honestly, I can be a little picky when it comes to camping equipment. And I don't want my friend— We're ready, Laffa.
Your total is...
Isn't that still a lot for you, Mulan?
Just imagine us in the wilderness, okay? We can either sleep—
You call that a week's worth of pocket money?
That's not important. We still need to buy some equipment from another store. Come with—
You call me Uncle, but—
Because you're still young, Uncle On. Hey, can you help me find something kinda rare?
All right. What are you—
A record player. Specifically, the kind that's
Oh, that model is pretty rare indeed.
Uncle On?
Just don't break it, okay?
Thanks, Uncle On.
A record player? Does that mean we need—
Yep, and that's our next stop. Hey, Paka Paka!
Mualani? Have you finally decided to release a record?
You'd be the first I'd sign with if I ever did, but not today. I just want to buy a record. The one you've been—
That's,
Maybe I can think of a way to connect you with a friend.
Whoa. Then we could produce some really
Nice.
What do we need it for anyway?
Well, I asked a friend from the Masters of the Nightwind for some advice once, and apparently, playing this song at—
Is that really a thing? Well, if it doesn't—
You know how it goes, Mualani. 20,000—
Deal.
Looks like Milani really is rich.
That should be about everything we need to buy. Next,
What's wrong, Mualani?
Next, I need to find my teacher and get the map. Besides the legend left by the first chief, there's also a map. Well, not just a regular. It's full of strange symbols, almost like it's a part of a big puzzle. Guides must draw from their experience. The chief made several copies of the map and distributed them to the first members of the tribe. The copies were to be passed down to future generations, which brings us to today. The day...
Whoa. Hearing that is also making Paimon feel...
Yes, but the thought of having you two by my side somehow makes me feel a lot better.
That's right! Let's go and...
Afternoon, Uncle New.
A surprise. Then you must be here to finally pick...
You saw right through...
Did you forget that you had mentioned these two to me before? The ones who went to the Night Kingdom with you. In some sense, it's just that.
Huh? Do you think that I'm still not ready yet, Uncle New?
No, I believe you are the best guide in your generation. After all, the journey to the mysterious island is no easy feat for any...
Don't worry. With our help, Mualani will definitely be able to...
Yeah. This time, I'll definitely be able to prove that...
Don't misunderstand. Since you've made up your minds, I won't try to stop you. It's just... Please listen to your teacher. Our mission as guides has never been to prove anything.
I understand, Uncle New.
In that case, you may have the map. Also, take this with you.
What is it?
It's a talisman. Take good care of it.
Was this made with spinel fruit?
Right. Which is precisely what...
You really know me best, Uncle New. All right. Traveler and Paimon?
Yay! Paimon can't... It's about time to meet up now. Let's head to the spot Mualani mentioned.
Parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Traveler, Paimon! Over here!
You're here, Mualani! Oh, and those strange scholars are here too.
Good morning, you two.
Morning!
So when are we leaving?
Seems you're as excited as a child before the start of our journey.
I just want to get down to business as soon as possible. You know this is no leisurely spring.
Don't worry, I'm a very professional guide. Our journey to the...
Yay!
First, do you all see the statue here?
Uh-huh. Is it...
Well, no, it's not a clue at all. He was the first chief of the people of the Springs who came back from the mysterious island, and the first thing we need to do before we set off is to touch the statue and pray to our ancestors.
Is there any theoretical basis to support...
A theoretical basis? No, but my teacher taught me it's an essential step before heading to the mysterious... Very good. You didn't try to argue with me over something that you aren't knowledgeable about. That's very professional of you.
Sure, but since this practice doesn't have an empirical basis, I won't be able to
Come on, everyone. Greetings to my ancestors. As your descendant, I'm about to follow in your footsteps and witness your accomplishments. Allow me to...
It really feels like we're about to embark on a group...
Now, please get ready. We're going to look for the first clue.
Speaking of which, where should we look for the clue?
At a place where men...
Huh? Wow, there are a lot of
As expected, the first clue is related to the...
When people from outside the tribe get a copy of the map, most can deduce that the first clue... When the first chief created the map, he left a special mark for this part. So it'll be impossible to gain any leads from just finding one...
You're a real pro at this move.
But according to the information I've been able to find, Kaholasaur...
So let me tell you a secret that only a guide from the people of the springs would know. It's almost like how our tribe gathers together for festivals. Still, unless you're a guide who's always running across Natlan...
This is a thing? I need to note this down right away, and...
According to what I've deciphered from the map, a clue is hidden deep in that valley.
But to get there, won't we have to get through the herd of Kaholasaurs?
We'll have to think of a way to sneak past without startling them.
You mean we're going to have to walk through the Kaholasaur herd?
Given we've agreed to work together, but it shouldn't be a problem at all for me. Let's...
No worries. We actually need someone to stay and look after the luggage, so we'll leave them.
Is that so? Then...
And now I understand how much you care for your assistant scholar. Follow me and stay close. Oh no, we've been spotted. Let's back off and try again.
These Kaholasaurs sure seem on guard.
Kevin, you've already used the information provided by the map to deduce...
First of all, the elders of the tribe have always warned us to never... And secondly, you can't just show up and intrude on others...
But on what basis?
Okay. So can we figure out another way to enter
There must be a way to enter the valley without startling them.
Let Paimon think.
According to the map, the clue is right in the middle of the Kaholasaur herd.
This is tricky.
Karya, I've noticed that you only talk when you're trying to help smooth things over, but...
Me? All right. When I discovered something very interesting, but I'm not sure how useful...
Oh, that was actually...
You can just call me Karya.
In that case, please stay here and keep an eye on the luggage. Found it!
What's this?
The key to making our way through the herd. If the Kaholasaurs have a keen sense of smell, then even if we try to sneak around and stay out of sight, but this plant can help us solve that problem. Because its fragrance, we can apply the plant's extract to our bodies and trick their sense of smell.
So, we're gonna...
Don't worry, it's also good.
Oh, Paimon feels all wet.
Perfect. Okay, let's try to make... Be sure to stay out of sight. Follow me and stay close. What's that sound? Careful! It's just a young Kaholosaur. Don't worry, this little one doesn't pose any danger. How could there be so many here? We can't get through! Oh, I have an idea. Wait here. Come on! Careful! Don't startle them. Follow me and stay close. We must be getting close.
Look, a bunch are gathering around that rock. What are they doing?
Maybe when things start to get boring, they gather together and talk about...
But Paimon thought guides from the people of the spring...
Sounds like someone has been trying to trick...
True, they were definitely trying to scam us. Huh? Do you see that on the rock? It looks like some...
I've heard that there is a type of moss that changes color when it reacts to the biological signals released by Kaholosaurs. But that must be the clue!
Should we take a picture?
Oh, the flash might disturb them. Let me try...
So we've passed the first stage of the journey now.
I see. Had we chosen to drive the Kaholosaurs off, then we never would have found this lead. Seems there was a logical basis for everything you said after all.
Has he always been this way, Miss Karia?
He's just obsessed with his...
At least this has shown that my judgment is correct. I've proven my
Yes, I understand. And I suppose that...
Mualani really knows how to lead our group.
Next, we'll need to use the lead we found to uncover our next destination. Now, what does this pattern represent?
hard to tell. Paimon certainly doesn't have any idea what it's trying to get at.
Aha! I got it. Though the lines are kinda rough, I can still see that they represent the boundaries between the... Find our next destination.
Really? You got all that just from some rough lines?
Well, intuition is also a part of it. Maybe I've just seen... All right, break time is over. Let's get ready to move.
Watch this!
Right now. Right here.
Strike a pose!
Forget it!
Okay, this is the place.
So, where do we go next?
I'm not completely sure yet.
I knew it! My theory was correct!
Sounds like he's got something to say again.
If you have any suggestions, then please...
I believe the mechanism that the lines are indicating...
that is a possibility. But...
According to my theory, it might not have been set up by humans. The dragons living in... Speaking of which, the spirit doors your tribe uses may have been built...
Oh, I remember now. Uncle New did...
After learning about the legend, I realized that it was connected to my research. And so, I looked up a lot of related information. Even though I haven't found an exact route to the mysterious island, I'm fairly certain I've deduced the geographical features of the island's surrounding areas. Firstly, it's at an intersection between water and land. And secondly, there should be a high concentration of phlogiston. My research indicates that the Spirit Way was originally a natural phenomenon caused by the flow of phlogiston. Therefore...
Oh, amazing!
Now everyone's...
You flatter me.
All right. Then let's start searching for the dragons.
That's just a quick and easy name.
Then let's start searching for...
If I'm not mistaken... Look that way!
Whoa! It started glowing!
Looks like we can activate it once we get close enough. The light does remind me of a spirit way. But according to the map, there should be 2 more phlogiston nodes. Let's keep searching, everyone.
Oh, but it's way up high. We'll need to find a way up there.
We go! Emerge! Right now! Emerge!
We finally found all of them.
Great work, everyone! Okay, now first, we need to figure out how to control this thing.
Is there something wrong?
See, look at this. After activating a normal spirit door, we could just go ahead and use it. But also, according to the map, we need to activate the mechanism and switch between different phlogiston nodes. If we don't operate the nodes properly, then the...
Isn't that super...
In theory, the process should be very...
Do you think you'd be able to operate it?
Though I've never tried before, I've read a lot of... Huh? But in theory...
If Varandra can't control it, then that also...
Okay, well...
After all the adventures she's been on, handling something like this should be easy peasy.
All right. Then it'll be up to the Traveler to stay here and I'll let you know when we need to switch nodes.
Wait, but handling it this way sounds even...
Don't worry. It looks like the spirit ways are all above the water.
But it's so high! And you'll be falling so fast!
Do you still remember the promise we made before we... Only those who can trust each other with their lives can reach the mysterious island. Since you two are willing to trust me...
Alrighty. Please be careful.
to the spirit way on the right! Now switch to the spirit way on the right! Please, activate the next node!